Okay. So I said I was going to do this earlier this week, so I figured I'd sit down while I was, piddling around with my stuff, trying to do some other recording, and decided to do it this way. All right. So earlier this week, well, during the Super Bowl, we had the Dexcom Super Bowl ad and everything, and so I got some ideas, some feelings about it myself. All right. So because everybody's online talking about it and having their own concerns and having their own issues, and so I figured I'd kind of throw my thought process in it. Okay, first of all, I don't care. Why? Because Dexcom is a company. It's a company just like Coca-Cola or Apple. They got payroll to make. They've got human resources to pay. They got insurance to pay for their employees. So they're about making money. They're a company. So I don't have any kind of ill feelings about Dexcom. I get what they're doing. I don't understand who it was aimed at, as far as why would you put a CGM ad during the Super Bowl? Because that's not like you're advertising a new Cadillac. Because everybody's not going to use a CGM. There's going to be a smaller percentage of people in the country that would use a CGM if they have type 1 diabetes. So that I don't really understand exactly what their mindset was. They aren't selling hamburgers here. They're selling something that's geared towards a specific audience. All right, and so, like I said, I'm not mad about that. I see and I hear a lot of people angry about the money that was spent on the ad and the other things that the money could be used for, in their opinions. And that's all well and good. But let's not forget that the main culprits in all this are the insurance companies. Okay. If you don't have proper insurance or good insurance per se, you're going to have a difficult time obtaining a CGM, even something that you can actually get not quite over the counter. The Libre, you still have to have a prescription for that, but you can actually pick that up at your local drugstore. You can pick it up at a Publix pharmacy or a CVS pharmacy or Walgreens. So those are easier to obtain. Dexcom is not easy to obtain, and that's one of the things that kind of irked me about the commercial. They made it seem like it's something that's easy to obtain, and it's not. Even with good insurance, it's still going to jump through a whole bunch of hoops. In my case, my Dexcom is I have to pay another company for them to release my CGM supplies. So, and I'm looking at you, CareCentric, so you guys flat out suck. I'm going to say that right now. CareCentric sucks, and I hate it for anybody that actually has to deal with these clowns, because they just make it so difficult. And even I'm supposed to have a good job for a good company and with good insurance, and still I have to struggle with jumping through hoops to get my proper supplies. So the culprits here are the insurance companies that make it difficult to obtain, and so that's where I think a lot of the energy needs to be aimed at, trying to make some changes with as far as how people are able to obtain these things. So that's one of my biggest beefs about the insurance company, because it's not just the CGM, it's the insulin, it's any type of device that you want to deal with. It's always about the insurance companies. The next thing that I'd like to talk about that I don't understand, and I don't know if anybody else is actually talking about this as it pertains to the Dexcom ad. It seems to me it would have been a good idea to talk about the Dexcom assistance program, because Dexcom has an assistance program. I think they still have it in that is still active. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But it seems to me they should have talked about, I mean, they do it for every other pharmaceutical out there. If you're having difficulty obtaining your medicine, talk to your doctor, blah, blah, blah. Or give us a call and yada, yada. Why couldn't that be brought up in that commercial? Because people are going to have a hard time getting these things. A lot of people don't even think they can get it. They think they can't afford it, or they just give up on it altogether. So it seems to me it would have been a good idea to bring that up in the commercial as opposed to, and I don't like the way they made this commercial sound like this just happened this year. The G6 came along. I started out with the G3. Okay, this thing's been around for quite some time now. So the fact that they're coming out like it's a new, like it's the first Apple Watch or something, is kind of I don't understand that really. So those are the things that I don't understand about Dexcom and their ad campaign. And I'm curious to see if they're going to continue to run this ad and where. Because right now I see the Libre ads on CNN or all the news channels. Obviously, they're aiming their ads towards the Medicare market. So I'm curious to see if we're going to ever see any more of this Dexcom commercial anymore at this point. So who knows? I'll wait